bourbon, Bible, and guns. In today's video, we're going to go through the pros and cons of living in Charlotte, North Carolina. So let's get after it right now. Hey, I'm Anthony, a former attorney turned real estate professional who has helped so many people move from one city to another that I've earned the nickname the Relocation King. So in today's video, we're going to go through the pros and the cons of moving to one of the most popular relocation destinations in the South, Charlotte, North Carolina. Now, Charlotte is located in a more central area of North Carolina, which leads to one of our first pros for the area, and that is the weather. Since it's located not along the coast like a Wilmington or even a Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, it means you aren't going to get those extreme weather problems like hurricanes that come through those areas. Also, you're a bit away from the absolutely gorgeous mountain areas of the western part of the state, so you're not going to get that extreme winter weather and all the snow that comes with it. It's really located in that Goldilocks area of the state, where you get to enjoy all four seasons, but don't really get hit with anything too extreme. Our next pro is the robust economy in Charlotte, and Charlotte's economy has been booming. They are home to 14 of the Forbes 500 biggest companies, including Bank of America and Lowe's. On top of that, some of the fastest growing industries in the area include tech, healthcare, and energy. And this big growth is one of the big reasons why so many people are moving here. And even with all the people relocating to Charlotte, it still has one of the lowest unemployment rates in the country. If you're looking for economic opportunity, then Charlotte may be a great choice for you. But what good is that opportunity if there's nothing to do? And that leads us to our next pro, and that is Charlotte is filled with things to do. First, there are sports. Look, Charlotte is home to the Carolina Panthers, which, depending on the year, could be a good thing or a bad thing. But the one thing you can bet on is that you're always going to have a ton of fun going to a game. There's also the Charlotte Hornet NBA team. They've got a Major League Soccer team, and there is an expansion plan for an NHL team coming soon. They've also got minor league hockey and a minor league baseball team, so you've got sports literally covered all year round. On top of that, there is a lot of nightlife and amazing restaurants in the city. So going for a night out with your significant other or blowing off steam with your friends is always just a Friday away. Another big pro of Charlotte is the diversity of culture and thought that has been bursting the last couple of decades. With the area being so full of opportunity, Charlotte has attracted people from every background, every culture, and has made Charlotte a real melting pot, which means no matter what your background or thought processes are, you're going to be able to find your tribe and also learn and enjoy by sampling what else is out there in the world. And finally, there is all the natural beauty. Look, you're in the South, so you know that there's going to be a lot of big, beautiful nature, and that is absolutely true. But it's not just in the suburbs and areas outside of the city. Those big, beautiful, mature trees are found everywhere, even in the middle of the city. This is no concrete jungle by any stretch. On top of that, because it's so centrally located to so many other areas, you're close to whatever you want to do. You want a bunch of snow? No problem. Head a couple hours to the west. You want the beach? You've got Myrtle Beach and Wilmington about 3 to 3.5 hours away. You want another big city? You're about 4 hours from Atlanta. It is almost absolute perfection. But like anything else amazing, there are some cons as well. So let's jump and go through those. And the first is the summer. Look, the weather is beautiful here almost all year round. But because you're in the South, you will have a couple months where things are hot and sticky. So if you can just make it through late June through early to mid-August, and temps in the 90s and humidity, just know that on the other side, you've got almost perfect weather the rest of the year. The next is the traffic. The traffic in the mornings on the way to work and on the evenings on the way home from work. Look, Charlotte has been growing at a breakneck speed for the past little while, and some of the infrastructure wasn't planned for this amount of traffic that is hitting the roads. But even so, it is not the traffic of other big cities like in LA, New York, or Boston, but it's there. That being said, outside of those couple of times a day, the traffic's actually pretty nice. And with most places having a speed limit of 70, you can really fly if you want. Now, that being said, if you get a ticket, don't come back to me. And one more thing you want to be aware of is that with all that natural beauty, the trees and the foliage that's attracting you to the area, well, you're not the only one. There are definitely, depending on where you live, snakes and spiders that you need to at least be aware of. They've got copperheads and other species of snakes that can be really dangerous. And for spiders, they've got everything, including black widows, brown recluses, and everything in between, including ones literally as big as your face. But you get used to it. You'll know where you need to look, where not to stick your hands in, and like I said, you just kind of get used to it. But even with these potential negatives, that is not slowing down the number of people choosing to make Charlotte their new home, and it shouldn't stop you either. There are just too many pros that outweigh any of the negatives moving to and living in this amazing place. So tell me, now that you know the pros and the cons of moving to and living in Charlotte, can you make it your new home? Hey, I'd love to know. Just leave me a comment below and be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss one of my videos showing you all of the areas that people are relocating to around the country. And I'm putting up here now the next video that you need to watch, which is showing you what a $425,000 budget looks like in Charlotte versus Staten Island in New York City. Boy, that one's a doozy. And if you're looking to relocate to a new area, make sure to go to my site, therelocationking.com, and me and my team and my partners will make your move as smooth as possible. Well, that's it for today. I'll see you in the next video. The Relocation King out, man.